floor.
I'm in an artist slump.
A what?
I got art block, Gray. I don't know what to do. I was hoping I could just turn on the camera and make something else, but I got art block.
And what is that?
You don't know what art block is?
I might have an idea, but I want you to explain it from your perspective.
I just don't feel creative. The juices aren't flowing. The ideas aren't coming to me. I don't think any crevice in my brain is turning out anything great.
Oh, well, I really don't understand that at all.
Oh yeah, why not?
Well, you just did an album review so great it saved someone's life, and now you're saying you don't have faith in any of your ideas?
No, see, that's exactly the problem. I just hit every artist's worst nightmare. I made a magnum opus.
But isn't that the goal?
Of course not, you dingus. Ugh, you non-artist people are all the same. See, every artist is working to get to that magnum opus level, but none of them actually want to literally get there.
Why not?
Do you think mountain climbers' favorite part is when they get to the top? No, they like climbing the fucking mountain. The euphoria from getting close to the top, from inching towards it. Now, imagine you're a rock climber and you accidentally find a cave that leads to an elevator that just takes you straight up to the top. That's a me right now.
I don't really understand that metaphor at all. I wouldn't say you got to the top of this one accidentally. That last show really took a lot of energy out of you.
Well, regardless, now I'm stuck at the top of this mountain. The gorgeous view has already worn off on me, and I'm just looking at other mountains, and none of them look as fun as the one I just climbed.
How do you know they're not as fun to climb?
I don't know, man. They're just funny looking. They don't look nearly as impressive as the one I just got to the top of.
Might not be as impressive, but you still might have some fun.
Yeah, well, art just can't be all about fun. Real art has pain thrust back into it. It has to have soul. It's gotta move people. It's gotta have heart.
Who dictates that?
Huh?
Like, are there proven formulas that dictate what good and bad art is? What's real art and what isn't real art? Who looks at the art and tells you it's real or not, depending on what you put into it?
My own self-doubt and insecurities.
Yeesh, well, that doesn't sound good.
You think I don't know that? I thought my self-doubt was literally separated from me. Like all the parts that were insecure about the things I did got sent to hell. Yet here I am, I'm still sitting here wallowing because my last show literally brought someone back to life because it was so good. And now I'm just worrying about how I'm even gonna top that or make something that I'll be equally as proud of.
Well, maybe don't focus on trying to make the next best thing.
Well, then what am I supposed to do? Die? Oh, wait, I already did that.
No! Focus on allowing yourself to enjoy something. Or maybe you could also just use a break.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I was laying down just now.
No. Not like that.
Ugh, why can't you just let me curl up and fester in my own undying sadness?
I think you just answered your own question.
Yeah, well, how is this any different than you showing me my memories during my shows?
Confrontation versus isolation, my friend.
Huh?
Look, my point is, I'm not gonna let you sit here and collapse into a pile of goo.
But being a bunch of goop sounds comfy right now.
It's not, trust me. Plus, I've got a project I want to work on, and I think I could use your help.
Oh yeah? What's that?
I've been meaning to renovate. See, we just had a guest in here, and I felt so underprepared. It was really embarrassing.
What do you mean?
We don't even have a proper bar area.
Wait, what are you talking about? Dude, there's one right here.
Oh, this thing. This was just a placeholder.
My head hurts.
Come on, get your hiking face on. We're adventuring outward. We gotta go get wood to put the bar together. Just gotta find the right tree.
I don't get it. Why can't you just use the soul dust stuff to just make a new bar area?
Hey, taking the path of least resistance never got the human race anywhere.
Huh?
You get a different sense of accomplishment when you put something together of your own will. From the bottom up, brick by brick, like how the artists you listen to build their discography, one song at a time. Hey, speaking of which, maybe while we're out here we can brainstorm some artists to make your next show on. Who have you been listening to lately?
I guess I've been kind of getting back into Dante Red lately.
Oh wow, I haven't heard of him before.
You haven't heard of like 90% of the artists or video games I talk about.
Hey, cut me some slack. I'm an old timer. At least I'm always enthusiastic when it comes to learning about them.
I do really appreciate that though. Like actually, I met a lot of old people when I was alive who just never tried to connect with anything that was new or experimental.
Well, hey, I like the way you talk about the stuff you like. From what I can see, tons of people did when you were alive as well.
Maybe tons is pushing it. I only really got big numbers on like one video before everything ended in a complete catastrophe. But still, That's something, I guess.
Yeah, well, we don't have to think about that right now. Anyways, tell me about Dante Red.
Dante Red.
Right, sorry.
Dante Red, also known as Eric D.A.N.T.E, is an American singer, songwriter, and record producer. He's often labeled as one of the central artists in the hyperpop/digicore genres of music. One of the OGs up there with Wikipedia, Ozquin, Saturn, Midwest, etc. All people I should also really make videos on at some point. He's been active with music making ever since 2019, as far as we know, and he's seen the rise from underground to mainstream over the course of his career. Now you might be wondering, why the two names? Well, the Dante Red label started as a project meant to coexist alongside his more streamlined industry standard music under the Eric D.A.N.T.E label. However, it quickly evolved into much more than just a creative outlet for experimentation and a break from the mainstream. Dante Red became a full alter ego and character, a proverbial representation of the young, confused artist that he was, a release to scream into, a manifestation of emotions into a little stick figure character. Eric stated on Twitter once that, "Dante was how I learned to be myself, and I'm so happy the project brought you guys the same happiness it brought me. I love you all." This project would last all the way until 2021, where the final Dante Red track, Finale, would drop as an artistic response towards Eric signing the record label Interscope and retiring the Dante Red project in response to it. As far as I've heard, it's unclear whether Interscope specifically requested Dante Red to be discontinued, or if this was just a personal decision on Eric D.A.N.T.E's part, maybe a bit of both. Regardless, however it panned out, Dante has been gone for the better half of the past couple years or so, ever since Finale dropped in March of 2021, and has been solely focusing on his music under the Eric D.A.N.T.E label ever since. His stuff under the Eric D.A.N.T.E name is, and always kinda has been, a lot more pop-oriented and slightly more homogenized by comparison. Overall less edgy and unconventional than the work he did under the Dante Red label. Definitely more in line with artists like Glaive. It's not bad. And there's stuff from his newer catalog that I really do enjoy, like Heather, Sad for What You Worried For, etc. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't have more of an affinity for his work as Dante Red.
Huh, interesting. What's one of your favorite works from his that he made before the record deal?
You're looking for a good introduction?
Yeah, let's go with that.
I definitely recommend the 4-track EP D.A.N.T.E.
Huh, neat. Say, I've got my radio with me. Do you want to see if you can hook up your phone to it and play it?
Yeah, sure. Here it goes.
Interesting. Tell me about this one a little bit.
Oh, alright. But just warning you, I'm totally gonna spurg.
Completely fine. Again, man, I like the way you talk about the stuff you like.
Right. So, D.A.N.T.E. This is really an iconic opener for the EP right here, as well as one of my favorite Dante Red songs of all time. It shows off his unique style and sound, whilst also showcasing his willingness to experiment within his own work. The instrumental is composed almost entirely with MIDI instruments. If you've ever watched a Vinesauce Joel Windows Destruction video, you definitely know what these are. These MIDI synths are mixed with the more traditional hi-hats and 808s that you usually see with the underground scene. At least, as far as I can tell. I honestly can't fully make heads or tails of what parts are fully MIDI and which parts aren't, but that just goes to show how well put together the instrumental is. You'd expect this to be an absolute travesty like some meme shit, but no, it just gives the track a distinct feel and a sound that works seamlessly with Dante's vocals and their iconic bit-crushed mixing. This song is just a perfect showcase of Dante's unique vocal style. The verses have all these tight, unforgettable flows that hit your ears just right and switch up at just the right moments to not overstay their welcome. And just listen to that chorus. It's literally just D.A.N.T.E. But the way it comes together with all the elements of the instrumental and vocal mixing, mwah, iconic.
Oh, hey, by the way.
Yeah, what's up?
What does bit crush mean?
Oh, yeesh. How do I explain this? Okay, with older video game consoles, the audio quality wasn't super high, especially with 16-bit consoles like the SNES or Genesis, and smaller handheld consoles like the GBA or Nintendo DS.
What's a bit?
I'm gonna be for real with you, I have absolutely no clue. It was some arbitrary measurement unit of processing power companies used to advertise their consoles with back in the day. When it comes to this bit-crushed mixing style, a lot of people might say this is just a cheap stylistic choice for brokies who can't just afford proper good audio equipment. Like, ew, it sounds like he's recording with a Nintendo DS. Yeah, well, guess what? I love the DS. Don't you ever spit on its name. And I like this mixing style too. It's more than just the tall bit crush effect itself. The pitch is lowered and the track gets doubled too, which really gives it that distinct, cool sound that really works with some of the more melodic bits of Dante Red's songs. It just adds to the punch of the verses as well. There's actually a lot of artists from the underground scene that use this vocal mixing technique during their startup, especially in the hyperpop and hyperpop adjacent subcategories. For instance, Vasto, who I mentioned in my coverage of Sicario by XX Funeral, also started off using this mixing technique, but good God, he could not escape the allegations that he was cloning Dante Red. We gotta stop with that bullshit, by the way.
Stop what?
Accusing people of cloning. People make similar shit all the time. It's not the end of the world. Genres innovate by having people step in and take what works and adding new things to it.
Oh, I agree. That's how different artists take their own approach to it. It's been like that since the dawn of time. Energy is finite. Can't be created or destroyed by anything that's not God himself. So really, nothing is completely new, so to speak. But I've interacted with tons of people, thousands of artists across the millennia, and unfortunately, sometimes you just gotta accept that human consciousness can be so confined that people will cling to anything that they can claim as something they wholly made as their own. There's an inherent insecurity when they see someone doing something similar, or possibly better, with the same tool set of the body and mind.
And because of that, like, to an extent, I get it, you know? Certain people try to ride a wave and copy something that's popular in order to chase clout and numbers. However, you should also be open to letting other creators evolve the genre past what you've seen from other singular creators. Recently, I saw this fucking stupid video by Logic, who said that hip-hop and rap has no subgenres or subcategories.
Is hip-hop the only fucking genre of music that doesn't have other genres, subgenres in it, right? You got rock and roll, indie rock, electro pop, all this other shit. If I can be frank, why they gotta put the niggas in one cap?
What do you mean by that?
What are you talking about? Of course, anyone with half a brain knows this is an absolutely ridiculous claim to make. Hyperpop, plug, UK drill, industrial, old school. I could go on for hours, but unfortunately, now it makes sense why people have this view of rap/hip-hop music doesn't have subcategories, because so many people act like a given style can only be attributed to one person, and anyone who wants to take a crack at making something similar with their own spin, it's always, bro, why is you cloning? You aping my style. Bad person alert! Bad person alert!
Hey, look at this one. What'd you think?
I mean, it sure is a tree.
Yes, but not just any tree. It's the tree. The boulder to which we will chisel into our sculpture. Perfect raw burgundy wood, ripe to carve up and turn into our own brand new bar area.
But why not any of the other trees around here? There's hundreds.
Come on, feel this one.
Okay.
Can you feel that? The life inside of it?
How's the tree alive if it's in the afterlife?
It's called the afterlife, not the after death. Everything here is alive. In its own way. Everything here has its own cycle that it'll live out, wither through, and repeat until this realm of souls dissipates into nothing, which will hopefully never happen, but hey, you never know. This tree is close to the end of its own little cycle. You can feel it in its breathing.
Whoa, yeah, you're right.
Really? You're starting to understand?
No, I'm bullshitting you so we can cut the thing down and take it back already.
Oh, don't be so brash. This tree, its energy, is ready to be transformed into a new creation. It's lived through its generation of evolution and growth, and it's ready for us to act as creators, take what it leaves behind, and craft something new of it.
Yep. Sure thing.
You don't see what I did there at all, huh?
No, not really, no.
Well, maybe you don't right now, but you will eventually. Alright. Time to get to chopping.
You're not gonna help?
Yeah, I will. I'll be your emotional support. You got it? Go BOMBERS.
Can I at least play some more music while I do this?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Murderers is one of the heavier tracks on the EP. It's great for when you're working out, running, or cutting down a giant tree with no help from the person right next to you.
You're doing great.
The instrumental has this evil dark aura to it, with the moody looping melody for the lead synth. The scattered hi-hats that trickle in and out create this steady oppressive tempo for the piece, and the heavy-ass 808s blasting at the end of each loop really lends the track this punchy feel. Works great with the secondary theremin synth-esque lead that whistles through the dense atmosphere and gives it this otherworldly alien-sounding vibe. Like Dante says in the vocals, yeah, I'm not from this earth, bitch, I'm a Martian. Man, those vocals are sick too. From the spliced up screams in the beginning to the chorus and verses from Dante and Pitfall respectively. Pitfall does a great job with the midsection of this song. His soft yet imposing vocals really provide a nice contrast with the punchy, abrasive, bit-crushed vocals of Dante Red.
Okay, I think you made enough of an indent.
What now? It's not falling over.
Try pushing it.
Okay. Dang. No dice. Wait, let me try something.
What are you gonna?
Yeah!
Ooh, nice. I like the direct approach. You okay?
Yeah. Shoulder hurts a bit though.
Oh, you're gonna hate me then.
Well, why?
We need to carry this thing back, remember?
The whole tree?
Yup.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. You got the strength. You grab the front, I'll take the back end.
All right. But we gotta walk all the way back.
Oh, it's only a small hike back to the cafe. It'll be a quick drop-off.
Oh, hey. Drop off.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, that's the name of the next song in the EP we're listening to.
Oh, is it now?
Oh, yeah. Drop Off is actually one of the most popular songs that was produced during the Dante Red saga. It's the most played track out of the entire EP on almost all available platforms. I can definitely see why. Personally, I like D.A.N.T.E a little bit more, but this is a super close second. And who knows, depending on the day, I could totally change my mind. The instrumental really sucks you in immediately with the buzzy bass synth and main lead, along with that sweeping backing lead synth that whistles and dips in conjunction with the lead to add to that techno feel of the beat. I love the drums and 808s in this one too. Something about the hi-hat pattern with the bit-crushed claps and the quick yet punchy 808s just creates this infectious rhythm for the track. The lyrics are really what complete the picture here. The song is really reliant on its chorus, so much so that the chorus itself is just the same 4 bars repeated twice. Shit's double stacked. We heard you like the chorus, so we put chorus in your chorus so you could have more chorus. I don't mind it at all though. It's super memorable and well constructed. Just listen. I always forget about this little guitar solo part at the end with the soft drum kick that closes out the piece, but it's always nice getting surprised by it whenever I give the track or EP a little revisit. I have no idea if this guitar is just a sample or more MIDI instruments, or if somebody actually recorded this little ditty specifically for this track, but regardless, it's a cute little way to close out the song.
Oh hey, we're already back. See? Told you it wouldn't take that long.
Ah, dude!
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
It's all good. Let's just get this inside before my arm turns into mush.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, what are you doing? Are you measuring the thing?
No, I'm counting the rings.
The what?
The rings on the tree. You know how you can see how old a tree is by counting the rings on the inside?
Huh. How does that work?
Well, you start from the middle and work your way outwards. You continue counting outwards until you reach the last dark ring. The total number of dark rings represents the age of the tree in years. It's interesting how you can only see the bigger picture after everything is said and done, isn't it? You can only see the totality of those rings and its history by cutting it open and peeking inside. Not every year is great for them. See how some of the lines are closer than others? Some years just ain't as rainy. Don't see as much growth as others. Ooh, you can see the marks too from forest fires they've endured. Youch.
Poor tree.
But hey, every year it still keeps growing. It still kept trying. Even if one year didn't look as fruitful as the next, or if something unfortunate happened that left a nasty scar, still kept trekking on, still kept being the best tree it could be. It's not just about inspiration or waiting for everything to turn out just the way you want. It's about persistence, working through it even when nobody's watching. even when nobody can see the full picture until it's done. Wouldn't it be boring if every line was just a bunch of perfect circles, all equally spaced out? Or even worse, if it was all just completely smooth inside?
Huh. Yeah. I guess it would.
Wood.
What?
You know, like wood, because it's tree. Like the tree wood, like...
Har. 19.
What?
I was counting the rings while you were explaining your joke. It's 19. Looks like it had some really bad years before I took it down. There are some scars on the outer rings too. And they're a lot closer together, so not as much growth as the earlier ones.
Well, we'll live on into the thing we make it into.
Yeah. A shabby little bar area.
Not just any shabby little bar area, the best shabby little bar area in all of the outskirts.
Yeah.
How many songs left on that EP you were showing me?
Oh, just one.
Why don't you talk about that while I draw the floor plan?
Okay. You Don't Want to Die is a pretty fun outro for the EP. It's this great unwind from the intensity present in the previous 3 tracks. The instrumental is super laid back. I love the chill melodies for the lead synths, and the steady yet slightly scattered feel of the drums, and the perfectly spaced 808s. It's nothing crazy, but it really doesn't need to be considering the vibe the piece is going for. Whatever shortcomings the instrumental may have, it's more than made up for by the lyrics from all 3 of the artists featured. Dante purely handles the chorus on this one, while the other 2 take on the verses. The chorus is really laid back and relies a lot on the vocal chop in order to fill out the space more and add some digital pizzazz to the whole thing. Really brings the whole track together and works perfectly with the lead synths in the beat. Just have a listen.
I don't think you wanna die. Yeah. All of my buddies, they slide. I sing on fly. I guess I'm trying to be nice.
First up for the features is Sebi. I've actually heard a few of his solo works before. My friend Aaron, who I knew since kindergarten, was really into his stuff. Seb's nasally yet melodic vocal style really took some time to grow on me, but over time, I've learned to really appreciate his work. VV Red and a bunch of other singles like QQ Cubed and his features on songs such as Hotel by Wikipedia have been bumping in my speakers and earbuds for quite some time now.
If you wanna do a poopy, just take off your panties.
He really does a great job bringing his flair to the song. The melodies in his verse are super catchy and memorable. In his own words, clean like Tide. It's a great interlude between the first and second round of the chorus, and it's super fun to sing along to.
Spend one night at the Hyatt with me. All of my diamonds, Eliante, bitch. It's perfect timing with Dante Red, which I be fine dining. It be delicious. I pull up with a chopper and it never miss.
Fraxium has some trouble keeping up with his verse, but there's still a lot I like about it. I like his mixing. It's similar to Dante, but unique enough to stand on its own and provide its own unique experience. I really like the light sing-songy feel of it. These are both really good feat picks. Wow, that is unfortunate phrase. These are really good feature picks for this more laid-back piece. I especially really like the high-pitch bit right here.
It's my rockstar attitude that gets me in special. Sorry, I'm not memorable. Only just between us two.
It's a pop-star way that I look at something I really like. Calling you some freaky shit make you the confidant.
I don't think you wanna die. Yeah.
After that, the chorus just runs again, and yeah, that's it. That's the whole EP. And I'm demotivated again.
Well, why? What's
We're
up?
out of music to talk about.
What do you mean?
I already talked about the whole EP.
Well, I'm sure there's other things from him you could cover.
I mean, I guess I could talk about the popular EP Hi, I'm Dante, but...
But what?
Well, Hi, I'm Dante is a really underwhelming piece of the Dante Red saga for me. I know that might be an opinion that'll have you crucified over, given how influential and important this EP was for the growth and popularity for hyperpop/digicore music in the underground scene, specifically in regards to the song Moving Like a Zombie and the traction it gained on social media. But just because something is popular doesn't automatically mean it's great. This EP definitely has its own merits, and really, to clarify, it's not awful or poorly made, far from it. I'm just personally underwhelmed whenever I revisit these handful of songs.
Oh, why is that?
Well, because it just doesn't really feel like Dante to me. With the exception of Witchcraft, these songs sorta just feel like Eric DOA tracks with the tall bit crush effect and Hi, I'm Dante tag just tacked on. These instrumentals just don't have the same sort of experimental or minimalist aesthetic of the ones from the previous Dante Red singles, or the D.A.N.T.E EP. The energy in the vocals is gone too. Dante used to have this bite to him. He was this character, this outlet for emotional expression, but now, in this EP, he just sort of feels lifeless. I don't know, maybe I'm just fucking insane, but listen to the chorus from D.A.N.T.E, Murderers, or Drop Off, and then listen to the chorus from Walking Like a Zombie, or Hi, My Name is Dante, and I think you'll notice the difference.
Hey, like Dante, what it do? What's it to you? Hey, I'm stomping on this skull, their brain speaking like some glue. I cannot apologize for all the shit I do. I keep it moving. If you push me, I'm gonna knock out all the screws. Sorry, but I'm thinking out of right now. I need everything in cash by sundown. Yeah, hey, if you don't cooperate, get gunned down. Yeah, businessman, ain't no way I'm getting shut down. 3 bands on me. Walking around the store, I bought see. Take a picture, I'm a post paparazzi. I've been drinking, moving like a zombie.
The energy just isn't the same. Like, damn, just because the song is called Walking Like a Zombie doesn't mean you actually gotta sing like one. Witchcraft is definitely the best out of all these songs, but even then, I wouldn't put it above almost anything from D.A.N.T.E. It's just sort of the least Eric DOA sounding track out of the EP. I wouldn't necessarily call it a strong closer for the EP either. I don't know, a part of me is glad that the Dante Red saga didn't continue past this point, ending after the song Finale in 2021, but a part of me does still wish we got more. If only Eric DOA would have made more of this stuff and have it feel properly separated from his own official stuff, or if his record label was more lenient, maybe things would be different. Or hell, maybe if we could just extract the Dante Red part of his brain and just make a clone of him or some shit.
What's up with it?
Hello? Whoa. Why does my voice sound like that? Am I inside a DS flip note or something?
Something like that, I guess.
Are you like God or something?
Nah, that'd be mad corny. I just heard you talking about Dante Red.
What is this place?
Listen, you're in a big crush on my guy. It's like it's like a black hole, right? But in the computer, and like if the computer was like this pocket dimension, okay, like if the computer, imagine the computer was like this blank canvas.
Never
right?
mind. Who are you?
God, no, I'm playing. I'm like the documentary. I just be keeping track of stuff around here. It's nothing like too crazy.
Oh hey, me too. Kinda. I review music and whatnot. I'm on an endless quest to chronicle my feelings on art and all that jazz.
Okay, yeah, no, that's cool. What are you doing around here? You talking about like the Dante Red albums or something?
Oh well, yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, that's all right. I'm just trying to make sure nobody else is making clones. I'm not trying to go through all of that again.
Clones?
Oh, you don't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I have no idea what any of this is.
Oh, okay. No, I get you now. My bad. That's my bad. I still need like some proof of authentication though.
What do you mean? Like, I gotta review something?
Yeah, no, that'll work.
Do you have anything by chance? Got any music up on SoundCloud or Spotify or something? I'd love to listen. I'm down to listen to anything, really.
Okay. Here, check this.
Oh, wow. Atlas, huh?
Yeah, no, I really just be posting instrumentals, but I have a few remixes. Listen, it's kind of corny how I got into this, but like, I before I started making music, I was locked in the hyperpop scene, like 2020 and like at the end of 2019. And I remember when I first got FL, I just like looked up hyperpop drum kit and just got the first thing I saw.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I can totally rock with this. Let me just give this a listen and throw something together real quick. So recently, a remix artist, Atlas, contacted me and showed me some of his remixes. They're pretty cool. The productions here remind me of like old Flash games, Newgrounds core type shit. That goes for his popular Dante Red remixes and his more ambient background music that he's produced. I be making AMVs of Fancy Pants, fucking Tank Man, Ultimate Flash Sonic, Castle Crashers, listening to this shit. Like, it's this really unique blend of traditional hyperpop oriented underground rap and MIDI based sounds. I like that these remixes have their own flair to them as well. In no way are they supposed to be just the original songs, but better, quote-unquote. It's just this pure application of Adelith's own sound to songs that he most likely already loves on their own. I'd really be excited to see what it would look like if he took what he learned from making these initial remixes and some of the work he's done in his more ambient music and apply it to an original sound that he can truly call his own, with original tracks purely produced by him. Either that, or seeing him start to really break out into producing for other artists so that this stuff can get some new lyrics attached to it.
Thank you, bro. That's so real of you, Dick.
Oh yeah, no problem.
You're really good at this review thing, like with your writing style and all that. Just one small critique.
Well, what's that?
You're just short on some of your research. I never made any Dante Red remixes.
What? But what about Top Floor and Party Girl?
Oh, no. That's also in that also known as S1.
Psy who what now?
No, you're definitely in the clear because you wouldn't even know about S1, which means you probably don't know about the clones he made.
No, I'm invested now. Someone made clones?
Okay, listen, you want to hear about something really, really messed up?
Yeah, screw it.
Okay, listen, but before I tell you, you gotta promise me that you're not gonna make some SoundCloud account called like Clone48 and get tall Big Crusher and start calling yourself a clone and fake being affiliated by Dante Red. We have too many people like this, okay?
As a now former Philly resident, I solemnly vow not to fuck around and find out, or generally do dumb shit. Cross my heart, hope to die, again, and all that junk.
Okay, so just really quickly, go to Spotify and look up Clone1.
Oh hey, I see a Spotify page here.
Okay, no, that's not the real account. That's run by this kid named Phobia.
Huh?
Okay, so you know how on the Dante Red Spotify account, there's a bunch of songs that have a feature and the person featured is like the name Phobia, that's their name?
Oh yeah, I thought he was involved in the productions or distributions or something. I couldn't make heads or tails of what he contributed though.
Yeah, that's because he didn't. It's just some random 15-year-old who's running two fake accounts. The official Dante Red and the official clones are on SoundCloud, and the Spotify accounts for like Dante Red and the clones, they're all fake.
Okay, so how does this relate to this Psy guy and the clones?
It doesn't. He's just mad Dante hasn't come back since finale.
What?
Okay, anyways, let's just stick to SoundCloud for now. You know the S1 guy that I mentioned, and he has that one line of Party Girl that's like...
Yeah?
Okay, so basically, whenever, right there, when he says, got some clones, I'm Psy, Psy just stands for scientist. Pretty innovative if you ask me.
Yeah?
Okay, so basically, S1 is attempting to clone Dante Red in a lab after Dante dies in the song finale, right? So through these experiments, S1 makes Clone 1 unintentionally, but just keeps it contained by all means necessary. But that wasn't S1's only mistake, so basically trial and error happened, and he also made another clone that would be known as Failed. Needless to say, this was just a horrible mistake. This did not go well though. So Clone 1 and Failed were both held in like that laboratory until they escaped, because of course they do. And after they escaped, in like the descriptions of their song, they got Morse code, and when you plug in the Morse code, it's talking about the CIA is trying to find these people. I don't know why the CIA gotta be involved in the hyperpop scene, but anyways, so then eventually S1 finds them and there's like a big fight, and that's in the song Boss Fight. And we can most likely assume that Fail died here because he never shows up in any other song ever again. And then after that, Clone 1 gets in contact with Dante to do some devious activity, we can only assume, in the song 2-player.
Wait, what the? I thought you said Dante Red died in finale.
Yeah, I don't know. The lore isn't really clear from here. The next major part is Clone 1 dies and then he gets revived. But half of the songs are deleted because Eric made an Insta post telling people to report the clone accounts, so they delete a bunch of stuff. There's not really a place where you can just sit down and listen to everything. I mean, there's other clones too. There's like Clone 3, 5, and then there's like just like a bit account called Clone 22. And then there's fakes like Phobia. And then there's this account called Yeet DOA.
Alright, Jesus, this is all just way too much.
I'm sorry, man, it's just really complicated.
Nah, you're good. I just need to talk about a normal-ass Dante Red song to cleanse my palate. How about this one?
Nice choice.
I watched you grow as a person. I saw every move that you did, every accolade, every achievement I was there for.
You think I don't know that? I know you were. It's just, it's not in my control anymore. I can't control it.
So, what are you gonna do, abandon everything you started?
No, that's not my intention at all. I'm not abandoning anything. You saw what life was like before any of this. I need to eat, I need to do things. And if that means I can't, do the things that I did with you before, then it sucks, but
that's just the way things have to go. I get it.
Fuck you, dude. Bro, come on, don't... Alright.
Jigs up, I don't wanna fight, but push this up. Big crush.
Finale is my favorite Dante Red song of all time. It's the best finale to the saga anyone could possibly ask for. This song details an emotional back and forth between Eric D.A.N.T.E and the Dante Red persona. It works on so many levels. In its literal context, Eric D.A.N.T.E is letting go of his past and moving forward with his music and as a person, reconciling with the anger he had in the past and the emotion he deals with in his head. However, in a meta-contextual sense, Dante is also the voice of the people who liked Dante Red and feel like Eric D.A.N.T.E is giving up something they love for no good reason other than for the sake of money. What's great is that Dante is portrayed as sympathetic as well as Eric D.A.N.T.E. Neither of them are the bad guy in this instance. They both bring up equally valid points and arguments. Dante is rightfully angry, calling out Eric for signing a paper and switching up. He brings up how he was there for every major achievement, every accolade, watching Dante grow as a person, helping him grow as a person. Not only that, but helping him shine as an artist. Even if it's one of my least favorite songs under Dante Red, Eric D.A.N.T.E probably wouldn't be where he is now without moving like a zombie. He was there for that spike of growth. He was there for do or die. He was there from the start. All he wanted was for Eric D.A.N.T.E to shine, to succeed. And what did he get for that? Being left in the dust over a piece of paper. Rightfully asking, what do you mean that we can't do it together? When I'm with you, I swear that thing's always better. Where Eric D.A.N.T.E responds with, I'm glad you think that it's better, but in my mind I think it's worse. People think that I'm you, and that comparison hurts. It's not what I deserve. As fun as Dante was as an outlet for Eric D.A.N.T.E and a landmark moment during his growth, it's not an accurate reflection of who he is as a person or who he wants to be as an artist. Eric D.A.N.T.E wants to grow past the young, angry, and confused artist/person he used to be. It's a persona. It's supposed to be separate from him, but people misconstrue that and think that Dante is the real Eric D.A.N.T.E. Throughout the track, he's pleading with Dante to understand, trying to show him that he's not abandoning anything, trying his best to emphasize he knows it sucks. He doesn't want to be painted as a monster for this. He wants Dante to know he still loves him and appreciates all he's done. But he still needs to move on. He wants to keep growing. He wants to be healthy, saying that he doesn't want his only friend to be his enemy. Despite all his efforts to protect Dante and keep him around in a healthy way, ultimately he feels that if he wants to be an artist, he has to let go. However, it's difficult. If it's the end of you, then it's the end of me, he says. If I kill you, then it's suicide. Which, yeah, Dante is an idea, a culmination of emotions. Can't kill a feeling, can't make a part of your brain just go away unless you kill the whole brain. However, ultimately, the two come to a resolution. They agree to understand each other.
No matter what happens, just know I'm still here. All the angels around me, you'll have a good year.
And it's same to you. If it was up to me, then I would change the rules.
And just forget about that. Focus on your bag. Hey, history repeat itself, cause now I'm coming back.
I guess that's facts. You can meet me at the drop bar for one last laugh.
You're funny.
It's this bittersweet note to end on, but even through all this, they both want what's best for each other, even if that means changing things. And hey, it's not like Dante is fully gone. You know, like I said, you can't kill an emotion. You can't kill a feeling or an idea. He'll always be there in some way or another, and it's not like he never has the chance to come back either. All it is moving on. There will always be artists that come along who are inspired by the music of Dante Red and make something new and try to carry the legacy with their own angle to it. But I just feel like as much as all of that clone stuff is cool and some of the music is genuinely good, it's keeping Dante Red alive in an unnatural and artificial way that completely misses the point of his character in the first place. This Bit Crush style doesn't need to be so ethereally connected to Dante Red and Eric D.O.A. like this. It inevitably leads to comparisons and unfair expectations. All the style is there, but none of the substance. Ironically, letting Dante end in this track was the last time he was ever allowed to have some life in him. The last time he was allowed to feel fresh and exciting instead of bland and formulaic like the High on Dante EP. Lightning in a bottle sometimes winds up being just that. And you can't artificially recreate it every single time. Sometimes it's okay to let something be great the way it is. You don't have to focus on making the same great thing over and over. SoundCloud tried that with this whole clone conspiracy and it just turned into a sprawling fucking catastrophe. You can experiment, take what works, and make something new, even if it doesn't seem as impressive as what came before, even if you're not confident in how it'll turn out because of the expectations you've put on yourself. Oh my god. I get it now. Take me back.
Yeah, no, you got it. Thanks for chilling with me. I hope you like the stuff I got coming out soon. I got an album coming soon in like December.
I will. Thanks for everything, and I promise, no cloning.
Come back anytime.
Gray!
Oh hey, you're awake. Check out the new bar area.
What? You built it without me?
Yeah?
But I just went on a spiritual journey and figured out the meaning of, like, creating new things or whatever. And I was gonna have my epiphany moment where I come back and build the thingy with you.
Oh, well, it was never about building the bar, really. I just wanted to get you out and moving so you could start making stuff again. And hey, look at that. You reviewed that whole EP while we were out and had your own little adventure just now.
Huh. I guess you're right. It looks great, by the way.
Thanks. It was actually nice getting it done by myself.
You know what, Gray? I learned a lot today. I learned that, what did I learn today? I don't know what I learned today, but I did a lot of things and I saw a lot of cool stuff. I feel better and I feel like making something again. Not because I have to make the best thing ever, but because it'll be fun and cool, and I will like it.
Well, that's wonderful. What do you want to do now?
Sit here, listen to random music, and wait to get another idea for something to make.
All right. Sounds like a plan.